no matter what troubles we went through. We all have that healthy child somewhere hidden in us. And when that comes out, yeah, it's an incredible completion for us as adults, because it brings an energy of spontaneity, of innocence, of trust, yeah, all components we as adults very much want in our life, and that makes us more whole, more happy, more complete with ourselves. Connecting to the child, to the inner child that we have been, adding a loving adult to support us, to love us in spite of all the difficulties and pains, and allowing to express, yeah, what our environment has caused in our life. These are the main three components of this childhood liberation work. Childhood liberation is about going back into these memories of our childhood past and not looking through the eyes of an adult, but actually allowing or experiencing it from the perspective of a child. That means in this work we want to meet that inner child again that we were many years ago, and we are not aware that this child still exists in us. So the child of our childhood is actually not in the past. It is in the present with us, without us knowing. Much of it is very unconscious. So bringing that into consciousness and connecting again with these memories helps us then to understand what actually happened to us there. Yeah? It's not a story that the family tells and that I have made up for myself. It becomes more complete. Yeah, I can suddenly understand the feelings. I can feel the feelings of the child again. And by feeling it, I can also understand in a different way. Another aspect in this work is that we cannot just go and meet that inner child and all its difficulties, woundedness, without having something that can look after this child. So we also need to understand that we as adults today need to take responsibility, even if the wounds that we have received were not caused by us, but we are the ones who will have to deal with it. Yeah. So very often I notice in the work that it's hard for adults to take care of this wounded child. Yeah. Mentally, yes, I understand the concept, but then when it actually comes to do it, to love this child and to say, I will take care of you no matter what, yeah, it suddenly the adult realizes that's a hard task to do. That is not easy to love this child that is so maybe sometimes angry, wounded, full of pain. So we need to develop self-love. Yeah, instead of judging ourselves for the shortcomings that we have, yeah, not feeling confident, not trusting, not being able to create loving relationships. Yeah, these are all things we're judging ourselves for. Being needy. Yeah, there's a lot of self-judgment we have. And another aspect in this context where we're going beyond just inner child work is to include also our environment. It means the parents, the siblings, kindergarten, school, yeah, all this environment that have given us hurt, yeah, that has caused us troubles, yeah, a teacher that wasn't sensitive enough, or parents that were overwhelmed coming from work both at night and not having enough energy left in the evening, yeah, to be fully attentive to their child, and a child being so disappointed, having done maybe a picture for the mother or the father and they don't even look at it. So the environment, to look at the environment and to allow ourselves to feel what this environment has done to us, to feel the anger, the frustration, the pain, and to express it, yeah, not to have to divorce from it and separate from it, and all of that in a very safe environment. We cannot work with it in an environment where we are not safe enough. We need to feel that I can express whatever I feel without hurting anybody. Yeah, and this is what we often do, that this feeling become destructive because we putting it out on our children, on our partner, on our parents. So we're creating a container for these feelings so that we can actually feel them, express them, and nobody's getting hurt. And I can learn. I can learn, wow, I didn't know I have such a deep anger on my mother. I have such a deep frustration inside of me because my sister was always preferred to me. These feelings were difficult for us as children, yeah? And to express them, feel them, let them actually bubble up from our unconscious in a safe environment is extremely healing. Yeah, and it brings a lot of understanding, because knowing about difficulties in childhood and feeling it is a whole different world. So I'm very passionate about this work. It was also the first workshop I did in my own life, and can say that 40 something years after, I'm still as passionate about it as it was when I went and did it for the first time for myself and participated. I very much enjoy teaching this work. It would be very nice sharing this work with you. It's a lot of joy and a lot of inspiration, and I'm being inspired also by my clients. So I would be very happy if you contact me, my organizer, and I get to meet you.